Welcome to Amrita IAS Academy. We have to see one of the important areas, that is Eastern Chalukyas in AP history. They are called Eastern Chalukyas, otherwise they are also called Vengi Chalukyas. Vengi became the capital of these rulers, that's why they are called Vengi Chalukyas. So we are calling them Eastern Chalukyas. Eastern Chalukyas. Otherwise they are also called Vengi Chalukyas. Vengi Chalukyas. Eastern Chalukyas, otherwise they are called Vengi Chalukyas. Okay. Vengi became the capital, that's why they are called Vengi, that is located therein. So this Pedavegi we are calling today. It is 13 kilometers away from Vengi. Pedavegi, that is called Vengi. During that time, that Vengi became the capital, that's why it is called, they are called Vengi Chalukyas. In the eastern side only they established their empire, that's why they are called Eastern Chalukyas. Okay, how this Eastern Chalukyan Empire came to force? If you see that Badami Chalukyan Empire that was established, Badami in Karnataka, that became the capital. So originally these Eastern Chalukyas, so they were who founded in the sense. So previously what happened, Badami Chalukyan Empire, from Badami Chalukyas ruler, Badami Chalukyas, greatest ruler was Badami Chalukyas' greatest ruler was Pulakesi II. This Pulakesi II, he was the greatest ruler. This Pulakesi II, he was the greatest ruler in this Badami. So among Badami Chalukyas, even he went up to where? So North Indian region, and he defeated in the year 619 AD. In 619 AD, he defeated Harshavardhana. Sakala Uttara Patesha, that was the title of Harshavardhana. So but he defeated Harshavardhana also beside the river Narmada, right? So like that, this Pulakesi II in the year 624 AD, in which year? In the year 624 AD, he attacked this Vengi. This Vengi that was administered by Durjayas. Durjaya dynasty people administered this one. This Durjaya dynasty rulers, so they are defeated by this Pulakesi II and occupied this Vengi. Vengi that was occupied by this one. Okay. Pulakesi II occupied this Vengi. During that time, his brother, he was the governor of Maharashtra region, Kubja Vishnuvardhana. And this Pulakesi II, so handed over this Vengi region and asked his brother to establish Vengi Chalukyan Empire. Kubja Vishnuvardhana was brother of Pulakesi II. This all came to notice from Aihole inscription. Aihole inscription is given by Pulakesi II. Aihole inscription written by Ravi Kirti. Like that, so this Kubja Vishnuvardhana established this empire. Pulakesi II's brother. This Pulakesi II's brother. Pulakesi II's brother. Okay, Kubja Vishnuvardhana. This Kubja Vishnuvardhana. Kubja Vishnuvardhana. Okay, he established this one, like that it was said. Kubja Vishnuvardhana, he only established this Vengi Chalukyan Empire in the year 624 AD. In which year? In the year 624 AD. So first Pitapuram, that was the capital. If you see this one, founder of this Eastern Chalukyan Empire was Kubja Vishnuvardhana. He was the founder. He was the founder of Vengi Chalukyan Empire. Vengi Chalukyan Empire, like that it was said. He was the founder. Who was the founder? This one. In which year? In the year 624 AD only, this was established, like that it was said. Okay. So this Vengi became the capital, that's why they are called Vengi Chalukyas. The word Chalukya, that is derived from Brahmadeva's Chulukam, like that it was said. Okay. With this word Chalukya, this word Chalukya, that is derived from Brahmadeva's Chulukam, like that it was said in Bilhana's Vikramanka Deva Charitra. Which book said like this, in the sense, Bilhana wrote the book Vikramanka Deva Charitra. This Bilhana's book Vikramanka Deva Charitra said, Bilhana, this Bilhana wrote the book Vikramanka Deva Charitra. Vikramanka Deva Charitra, that was written by this Bilhana. Okay, which one? Bilhana wrote the book Vikramanka Deva Charitra. Right? That book said that, so the word derived from this Brahmadevas Chulukam. Chulukam means Kamandalam. So from that only what happened? A great leader emerged, and to the progeny of, so to him only the people belong. That's why they are called Chalukyas, like that it was said. Okay, the great leaders' sons are these people, like that it was said. But according to V.A. Smith, he said that, according to what opinions are they? Which race these Chalukyas belong? Which race? Which race these Chalukyas belong? Chalukyas belongs to which race? Okay, it is said that, according to V.A. Smith, he said that, so there is Gurjara race of Central Asia. Gurjara race of Central Asia only. Central Asia, like that it was said. They people originally belongs to Central Asia, Gurjara dynasty, like that. It was said by whom? It was said by V.A. Smith. Okay. According to, okay, this especially Louis Rice, he said that. Louis Rice, he said that. Okay. Louis Rice, he said that. Louis Rice, he said what in the sense? They belongs to Seleucid race of Central Asia. Seleucid race of Central Asia. Seleucid race of Central Asia, like that it was said. So Seleucid race, like that it was said by who? It was said by, so this Louis Rice. Okay, then D.C. Sarkar, he said that they are the original inhabitants of Karnataka. Carnatic region, that is the native place of these people, like that it was said. From there only they extended their regions, and Pulakesi II's brother Kubja Vishnuvardhana, he started this Vengi Chalukyan empire, like that it was all said. Okay, according to D.C. Sarkar, so he said that, so Karnataka, that was the original place. Karnataka, Badami, that's the original place, like that it was said. Badami, that's the original place of these people, like that it was all said. So like this, you have to remember all these important points. Then coming to this Eastern Chalukyan Empire. So Eastern Chalukyan Empire, if we see, Vengi Chalukyan Empire. Vengi Chalukyan Empire. Vengi Chalukyan Empire. So this founder is Kubja Vishnuvardhana. Who was the founder? Kubja Vishnuvardhana, he was the founder. Kubja Vishnuvardhana. He was the founder of this one. Capital first, what happened? Pittapuram, that was the capital. Pittapuram that existed, that was the capital. After that, Vengi became the capital. So after that, even Rajahmundry also. Okay. So like that, so that all happened. Capital, we can say. So then official symbol. So their symbol of, so these people. So when they worked under especially Rashtrakutas, etc., what happened in the sense? So there is, so eagle that also continued as symbol. So but later what happened? Varaham that continued. Varaham that was the symbol, like that it was said. Varaham. Okay. So not Rashtrakutas. Okay, not Rashtrakutas. Varaham, that was the symbol. Okay, Varaham. So Kakatiyas worked under Rashtrakutas. Okay, right. So like that symbol is Varaham. Then coming to their language. If you see the language, Sanskrit language that continued, and Telugu also existed. Sanskrit language, that's the language which existed, and Telugu, because so this translating Mahabharata into Telugu language, that was started in the period of this Eastern Chalukyas only, in the period of Rajaraja Narendra. Rajaraja Narendra's court only Nannaya lived. Nannaya, what happened? He translated 2.5 parvas of Mahabharata into Telugu language. He was assisted by Narayana Bhattu. Okay, so like that Telugu language that continued, Sanskrit that also existed in the period of this one language, we can say. Then In this, greatest ruler was Gunaga Vijayaditya. Who was the greatest ruler? So this greatest ruler in this dynasty was Gunaga Vijayaditya. Gunaga Vijayaditya, he was the greatest ruler in this dynasty, like that it was said. Among all the rulers of this one, how many rulers are there? 31 rulers are there. The period of these people that was started in the year 624 AD continued till 1075, like that it was said. Okay, this Eastern Chalukyas period, if we see this Eastern Chalukyas period of this, so Eastern Chalukyas, especially what happened in the sense, the period of Eastern Chalukyas, right? It is in the year 624 AD. It is in the year 624 AD and continued till 1075 AD, like that it was said. Okay, so there is Vengi Chalukyas period that came into force in the year 624, like that it was said. So after that, if you see, so this one, founder was Kubja Vishnuvardhana, capital Pitapuram and Vengi. So after that, even Rajamahendravaram. Then symbol Varaham. Language Sanskrit, Telugu languages, they continued like that. It was said. Okay. Greatest ruler in this dynasty was Gunaga Vijayaditya. He was the greatest ruler in this dynasty. So then the last ruler in this dynasty was Vijayaditya. This Vijayaditya 7. He was the last ruler in this dynasty, like that it was said. Okay, this especially, so this Vijayaditya 7, he was the last ruler. How many rulers there were there in this dynasty? There are 31 rulers in this dynasty, like that it was said. Rulers, if you see the rulers, how many rulers are there? Means 31 rulers. So 31 rulers they are there, like that it was said. So then Chipurupalli Timmapuram inscriptions, at the same time number of inscriptions they became sources. So to know the sources, number of sources they are there. Mainly if we see them in the beginning, so there is Pulakesi II's inscription Aihole that gave good account about these people. Then Chipurupalli Timmapuram inscriptions and first Telugu inscription in the period of this one that also gave. So this one Pulakesi II's inscription. This Pulakesi II's inscription. Pulakesi II's inscription was Aihole. This Aihole inscription that was written by Ravikirti. Ravikirti, he was this author. Okay, Pulakesi II gave this inscription, but it was written by Ravikirti, like that it was said. Okay, then so at the same time, so this first ruler Kubja Vishnuvardhana. This Kubja Vishnuvardhana, so he gave Chipurupalli Timmapuram, Chipurupalli inscription that was given by this one, Timmapuram inscription that was given by this one, Timmapuram inscription that was given by this one. They are giving good account about these people, like that it was said. Establishment, especially established. Many rulers gave these inscriptions. Okay, number of inscriptions are there. Regarding the establishment, which inscription means Chipurupalli Timmapuram inscriptions, they are giving good account about, like that it was all said. Then, so in the period of this Eastern Chalukyas, first Telugu inscription among all in the sense, so that is Kalamalla, given by Renati Choda's ruler Dhanunjaya. But among Eastern Chalukyas, in Eastern Chalukyas, first Telugu inscription was in Eastern Chalukyas in the period of Eastern Chalukyas. Okay, in the period of Eastern Chalukyas, first Telugu inscription. This first Telugu inscription was Vipparla inscription. That was the first Telugu inscription, like that it was said. First Telugu inscription was Vipparla. First Telugu inscription, Vipparla, like that it was said. You got idea? So like this Vipparla, that is one of the important inscriptions. So like that. It was given by Jayasimha Vallabha. It was given by Jayasimha Vallabha. Vallabha, like that it was said. Jayasimha Vallabha, he only gave this one That is one of the important points you have to remember. Okay, who gave this inscription? Jayasimha Vallabha gave. How many rulers are there in this dynasty? There are 31 rulers in this dynasty, like that it was said. The first ruler was Kubja Vishnu Vardhana. He was the first ruler in this dynasty. Okay, sometimes what happened in the sense, so this you have to remember the names also. So rulers of Eastern Chalukyas are Vengi Chalukyas. If you see the rulers of Vengi Chalukyas, rulers of these Vengi Chalukyas, if you see, so there is first one, Kubja Vishnu Vardhana, Kubja Vishnu Vardhana, he was the first ruler and he was the founder of this one. So then after second one, Jayasimha Vallabha, Jayasimha Vallabha, like that it was said. Okay, third one, Indra Bhattaraka, he was the third ruler in this dynasty. So in this dynasty what happened? Fourth ruler, Vishnuvardhana II. This Vishnuvardhana II, he was the ruler. Okay, fourth ruler in this dynasty. Then fifth ruler in this dynasty was Mangivaraju. Fifth one, Mangivaraju. Yuvaraju. Mangivaraju was the ruler in this one. Then sixth one in this dynasty was, okay, Jayasimha Vallabha II. Jayasimha Vallabha II, he was the ruler, like that it was said. Seventh one, Kokili, you have to remember. Seventh one, Kokili, that much importance was not there to this Kokili, like that it was said. So then eighth one in this dynasty, Vishnuvardhana III. This Vishnuvardhana III. This Vishnuvardhana III, he was the ruler, like that it was said. In this eighth ruler. Okay. So then Vijayaditya I. Then Vishnuvardhana IV. Vishnuvardhana IV, he was the ruler. Vishnuvardhana IV came to power. So then 11th one, Vijayaditya II. Vijayaditya II, he was the ruler. Vijayaditya II, 11th one, he fought 108 battles, and after that 108 Shiva temples were established by this one, like that it was said. Okay, so he only established these many temples, like that it was all said in the period of this one. Okay, so this Vijayaditya II's period, he fought 108 battles with his brother Bhima Saluki, right, like that, one of the personalities. Then 12th one, if we see, so this Vishnuvardhana V. Okay, Vishnuvardhana V was the ruler, like that it was said. Then, so this especially 13th one, Vijayaditya or Vishnuvardhana. So Gunaga Vijayaditya, like that it was said. Otherwise Vijayaditya III, like that it was said. Vijayaditya. This Vijayaditya III, or it was called Gunaga Vijayaditya. Gunaga Vijayaditya. One of the important personalities and greatest ruler in this dynasty, like that it was said. Okay, he was the greatest ruler among all the rulers of Eastern Chalukyas, like that it was said. Gunaga Vijayaditya. Then 14th ruler was very important. So 14th one, if you see, so there is Chalukya Bhima I. Chalukya Bhima. This Chalukya Bhima I, he came to power. In the period of Chalukya Bhima only, Pancharamas, 5 Shiva temples were all established in the period of Chalukya Bhima I, we can say. Okay, so there is So his period went well. Art and architecture that also developed. Draksharamam, Amararamam, Pamararamam, Kshiraramam, Somaramam. All these are 5 Shiva temples. They were all established in the period of. So this one only that I have to remember, right? So like that. So he is also one of the important personalities. So then 15th one in this, Vijayaditya IV. Vijayaditya IV, he came to power. Vijayaditya. This Vijayaditya IV, he came to power. He was one of the rulers. That much importance was not there. 16th one, very important. 16th one, if you see, Ammaraju I. Ammaraju. This Ammaraju I, he came to power. So, one of the important personalities. Ammaraju I's period only, what happened? Rajamandri or Rajamahendravaram, like that. So, you have to know all the names of the rulers. While discussing, we can discuss all the names of the rulers. Okay. So, in this especially 17, 18, 19, like that, up to 31. Who was the last ruler in this dynasty? The last ruler in this dynasty was Vijayaditya VII. Vijayaditya VII, he was the last ruler in this dynasty, like that it was said. Okay, so like that we have to see all the names of the rulers and important rulers we have to discuss. All important, all important rulers, so we have to see. Okay, in an order we can discuss all the important rulers. Suppose if they are in importance, we can see them. If importance is not there, so we are going to leave them. Especially we have to see important personalities. Ammaraju I we have to see. So first one, Kubja Vishnuvardhana, Jayasimha Vallabha, all these rulers we have to see. Vijayaditya II we have to see. Gunaga Vijayaditya, Ammaraju. So then Ammaraju II we have to see. Okay. So then, so there is especially, so Chalukya Bhima II we have to, and Ammaraju II, Shaktivarma, Vimaladitya. So then Rajaraja Narendra, important personality, Shaktivarma II, right? So like that we have to see all important rulers. Among last rulers, Rajaraja Narendra's period went well. So because Rajaraja Narendra's period only, the book Mahabharata that was translated into Telugu. So Mahabharata that consists of 1 lakh slokas, you see. Mahabharata consists of how many slokas? 1 lakh slokas are there in that Mahabharata, that is called Panchama Veda. It was written by Veda Vyasa, you know well, but it was translated into English by Telugu by, from Sanskrit to Telugu by Nannaya Tikkana Errapragada. It was translated into Telugu by Nannaya Tikkana Errapragada, you know well. Mahabharata, okay, that was also called Panchama Veda. Who are these who translated this one? Nannaya translated 2.5 parvas of this one. Tikkana translated 15 parvas completely. He did not touch half parva. But there is Errapragada, he translated half parva, like that. So that all, so started translating into Telugu language, that was started in the period of this Vengi Chalukyas, one of the important areas. Mainly art and architecture that went well in this period. Social conditions, they are good. At the same time, Saivism, Vaishnavism, all these developed in the period of this one. Mainly Saivism advanced well because Pancharamas are all 5 Shiva temples only, right? So like this, we have to see this important area and we have to see important characters, right? Thank you.